So you can see the Arduino code is already struggling. Hello guys, in this video I'll be comparing the ESP32 video transmission system that uses RTOS compared to the Arduino code. Now installation for the RX and TX same as the old one. You just need to upload the code which I have explained in the previous video. You can watch that in link in description. So on the left is the Arduino code and on the right is the RTOS code. Now you can see the RTOS code says 1.1 version, and I also have the 2.0 version. The 1.1 version is more stable, I think, and 2.0 version is more optimized, but let's see the result. Even I don't know that. So you can see the Arduino code is already struggling. So both codes are set it at uncapped frame rate, so it is not recommended to use uncapped frame rate. You should have some limit, so you should put 60 FPS in the code. It's because of the stutters. You can see even on the VGA the Arduino code is stuttering more compared to the RTOS, and I have also noticed that the ESP running Arduino code is more hot compared to the RTOS. This will help to get more stable frame rate over time because heat will make the CPU throttle, which will decrease your FPS. The quality of the video will be same. If the settings are same, the Arduino code will have the same resolution, same quality output from the RTOS. Now this is the second lowest resolution you can go. This is QVGA, has 320 by 240, so it's a pretty low resolution, but it will give you high frame rate compared to the VGA. The ESP32 cam module is not meant for high resolution, high frame rate video transmission. You can see in here in QVGA the Arduino code is already struggling and the RTOS is much better, but there is small stutters in RTOS and Arduino code, and you can get more quality image just by changing the quality from 20 to 10. So 10 will be, you will get less blockiness of the JPEG compression. So changing that to 10 or even 1 could give you much better video quality. You can see even on the QVGA both codes have some stutters, so I highly recommend you guys to add some frame limit to 40 or 60. On Arduino code I have already told you how to do that, and on the RTOS code I have set it inside the code. You can go and change it. Now this is the highest resolution. This is the SVGA, and I do not recommend you guys to do this. You can see on the Arduino code and the RTOS code both frame rate are pretty low. It's around 20 FPS on the RTOS and 10 to 15 on the Arduino code. The SVGA is not that good for FPVs or on RC car. You could use it on RC car, but I do believe the SVGA is too much for ESP32. So in my code, the ESP32 cam's clock hertz is around 37, which is quite high. The default is 20. Because of the high clock hertz, you cannot go higher than SVGA, so you are limited by the clock hertz. Now you can go high resolution of XGA, but you have to decrease the clock hertz from 37 to 20 or 25. Now if you decrease the clock hertz, you will get lower frame rate, so keep that in mind. So I do recommend you guys to stick with SVGA if you really want high resolution. Now we're gonna compare the RTOS V2 code. Now the V2 code has register modification. It will enable you to get 20 to 40% increase, but I wasn't able to get it because of my power supply. Now you can see in here the V2 code is a bit more stable than the V1 code, but I wasn't able to get full advantage of the both codes because of my power supply. I just realized now that you should have 2 or 3 amps power supply, basically by a proper battery. Now in here I was using my mobile phone to connect to the ESP32 cam, which was limited to 500 milliamps to 1 amps. You will be getting more FPS and more FPS on the proper power supply. And now I heard some people are having issues with frame rate. It may be because of your USB connection is not able to provide 1 or 2 amps. Most of the laptop power supply from USB is limited to 500 milliamps, so you should properly connect to a high voltage 2 or 3 amp power supply, or you could buy a boost converter or a buck converter and connect it to your battery to the ESP32 cam, and you can set the voltage and use it with a high refresh rate. As you can see, this is VGA. I don't think there is a massive difference between both, but you should try it. And I believe there is a small improvement on V2. In here I am using a dipole antenna, which is the cheapest antenna you can get. And if you really want more range and more stable frames, you should use a directional antenna. Consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put real effort on my videos, so give a thumbs up if you like it. The V2 should be getting less stuttering, but on longer range you can see the stuttering started to increase, so it's much more stuttering than the V1. It may be because of the antenna, but somehow I believe it's because of the power supply. Now this is the SVGA. The main advantage of using the RTOS code than the Arduino code was the ability to assign work to the cores. So in core 1 of the ESP32 cam, we are assigning networking and streaming, and in core 0 we are actually assigning the JPEG compression, which is the heavy part. So JPEG compression is more intensive. You're actually dividing the job on the RTOS code. So in the Arduino code, everything is done by core 0, which is doing compression, networking, everything. So it will manage to give more FPS than the Arduino code. I think somehow the V2 code is more stuttering than the V1 code. As you can see, I also tested on 20 megahertz. In 20 megahertz, you should get more stability, so less stuttering on video. But I don't think it's a big improvement. I do believe there is a little bit more stability, but the cost is FPS. 20 Hz is not that bad. You can see here on SVGA, the stuttering on V1 is much higher than the 20 Hz. Same V1. It's quite surprising that the 20 Hz is able to get more stability, but the FPS, the max FPS, will be higher on the 35 megahertz one. So I don't want to waste your time, so I'll be showing 3 videos of the 20 hertz. You can see in here the 20 hertz on the left side is QVGA, and the middle one is VGA, and the SVGA is the right one. So you see the right one has the highest resolution compared to the both two, and QVGA is the lowest resolution. You can go into CIF, which is not recommended, but you can try it. I have one video, I'll show you that. I do believe you guys to stick with 35, but if you really want more FPS, you can go with 37. It will work. It did work on my ESP32, but I want to be a little more stable, so I just went with 35. And this is CIF on RTOS V2. I only have one video of this because most of the people not gonna use CIF, but if you really want more FPS, I recommend you guys to go with CIF. It's not that bad, but it's a high frame rate. Thank you for watching my video, and consider subscribing. If you like it, give it a like.